y'all see where we at. And y'all already know what Beyonce said about this place, right? Yes. Not by choice, but I have been converted to a Jersey girl. It's official as of today. I had to turn in my Georgia license. Jersey girl I am now. Momentarily. I'll be back to Georgia in 2018. Wait for it. I will say this, it is very expensive to convert from the south to the north, no matter what it is. Baby, this is what you came for. Lately, strikes every time she moves, and everybody's watching her. Hey y'all. Okay, I'm gonna have a this is my confession. Y'all know the words, okay? Y'all, have you ever like answered or committed to something before you actually thought about it, and then after you committed to it, you're like, what the hell was I thinking? Okay, I'm having one of those moments right now. So, y'all, last night when I got off work, and one of my colleagues, she is out sick this week due to she has mono, okay? So I was asked, and because I'm the only one that has it within their availability, which means my availability is wide open, I took one for the team, and I was supposed to be off today. However, I'm going in to work in her place tonight. So, you know, I felt like I was doing a good deed, which I still am. It's just that, y'all, I'm so sleepy. I'm so sleepy. I may not look like it, but I am. Okay? I'm so sleepy. Yet, you know, like I said, I committed before I thought about it, and me and James, I was given an opportunity to, like, you know, come in and work this morning, and got off at 2, and then I would have had the rest of the day. But because we already had plans today, because y'all, your girl is official. Temporarily. Your girl is a Jersey girl now. A Jersey girl. I had to trade in my Georgia driver's license today to get a New Jersey license. And I am a part of the Jersey flock now. So all the people that I be talking about that can't drive in Jersey and New York, I'm part of the clan now, okay? Okay, so we have been back and forth to the DMV all day today because we was missing something. So finally, we got all that stuff squared away. Now we got back home around about 3 something. As y'all can see, we had lunch, and I told y'all what Beyonce said when she said, "I take his ass to Red Lobster." That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. But anywho, y'all, yesterday morning I had a lot on me emotionally, okay? And I'm gonna tell y'all why. First off, Sunday night, I'm laying in bed with Mr. Long, and we was just talking about the Michelle A situation with Dr. Dre after seeing the movie and stuff like that. You know, some men aren't taught how to treat women, or even yet how to treat a girl, period. But then want to raise hell and raise Cain when a man don't treat his daughter right, okay? So we were watching that, my husband put it upon himself to share with me something that a former soldier of his texted him. And so the text was just like random out of the blue, and he was just like, you know, thank you for, you know, always like being real and being like honest when it comes to how you love your wife. And he was like, I've learned a very valuable lesson from you as a man on how to treat a woman. And so James, of course, texts him back, and he was like, well, thank you. And he was like, this is random, like, where did this like just come from? And so dude was just like, you know, he's in a relationship now, and he is a divorcee. So he is previously divorced, but he's in a new relationship now. And basically, you know, he said that, you know, he remembered a time when he was up under my husband's command, and he was like, I guess he was having like a one-on-one conversation with James, and basically they were talking about relationships and how he was dealing with things with his wife, and my husband used his own personal situation and told him, I've had my wife tell me that she was falling out of love with me at one point. And he was like, I had to be like, oh hell no, you know, I gotta fix this, because I'm not complete without Steph. And y'all, I'm not complete without him too. However, we all have our moments, and it could just be where, you know, it could be the wife or the husband. We get wrapped up in something, and we can get wrapped up in careers. We can get wrapped up in family. In our situation, my husband just was like really like caught up in his career as a station commander, and he was like adjusting, you know, getting his bearings and stuff. And we had just moved to Atlanta, and I was feeling a little neglected. Okay, and y'all know what happens when you feel a little neglected. You know, that's next. You start falling out of love. And you know, I am someone who is straight up. If y'all don't know that about me right now, you should know that by now. I'm straight up, and I told my husband, like, there's no sugarcoating it. There's no way of getting around it. You know, it is what it is. And I just feel myself not being close to you anymore, and I just feel myself not still having those butterflies. So I don't know what you're gonna do to get it back, brother, but you better get on your job. You feel me? Well, clearly y'all already done seen the after effects of that, because clearly here we are 22.5 years later, we are still happily ever after. Okay, and we was just talking about that. And so just the simple fact that, y'all, I have a husband that does not share intimate details or anything like that, and y'all already know I don't share, and I don't play that issue either. I feel like when you tell too much, especially when it's about intimacy, I feel like women and men want to venture and find out why it's so good. Clearly that ain't none of your damn business. You feel me? So I was just like in my emotions that my husband actually did share something personal with another man, to just get a point across to him that marriage is hard work, and what may look, you know, like there are no flaws, what may look perfect, you know, you don't know what happens behind the scenes. And it's absolutely true. Anybody that is portraying like their marriage is perfect is a lie, okay? And you should investigate further why they don't never have issues. I've never said my marriage was perfect. We have had our ups, our downs. However, cohesively, we love each other like that. And you know what? We gonna figure that shit out, and we gonna bring it back together, and we gonna get back on point. We're gonna get back where we need to be. And we haven't had any moments like that probably in a while. Thank God that, you know, we know that when we can tell the signs, and that's part of the battle, y'all. You gotta be able to see the signs when it's happening so you can correct it immediately. Did I say immediately? Immediately. So, moving on to my feelings, y'all, a couple hours later, I get a text message from my other half's sister. When I say other half, this time I'm not talking about James, y'all. This time I'm actually talking about my DNA. And I got a instant message from her on Facebook, and y'all, I told y'all, I'm not somebody that holds grudges, not at all. I'm somebody that's very forgiving if forgiveness is in the cards, because if I can continue to talk to you after whatever, I'm good. I told y'all I'm not gonna get premature gray hair. I'm not gonna give myself premature strokes, heartaches, heart attacks, none of that. Not worrying about stuff. Not worrying about stuff that I can't control necessarily. Oh, hold on. Because y'all, this sun is like beaming, okay? Y'all see that glow? Yeah, that's called the sun is kissing me right now, because me and the sun is free. Basically messaged me something that was pretty basic, and basically talking about how military wives would handle something. And for those of you who do not know, Mr. Long is in the Army, and we have a 22.5 year career in the Army. And when I say we, yeah, I meant a we, because yeah, that wife, that spouse is in the military too. Little do y'all think. So we had a conversation about that, and the texting was getting a bit like out of control. Well, it was just getting a bit much, let me say that. And I was like, girl, if you don't call me versus all this texting, I was like, we can talk on the phone. So she called me, y'all, be talking, and you know, talking about, you know, preparing for a PCS move and all that stuff. Well, in the process of talking about that, y'all, 40 minutes passed, and I just could not continue to act like there wasn't an elephant in the room, because clearly there was an elephant on the phone. And I just told her, I said, you know what, I was like, I'm not fake nor phony. So I was like, you know, I know you want to ask me why I deleted all of you from Facebook last year, and basically I just cut y'all all off. And when I say all y'all, I'm talking about, you know, all my half siblings that are from my DNA and that wasn't raised in the same household with me. So I do have 3 other sisters and a brother, and I just cut myself completely off from them, just due to the fact that I just felt last year this time, and if y'all want to go back and check out those videos, I'll be sure to leave those links in the description bar. I was really in my feelings, and I am a daughter who hurts from her father not being in her life and involved. And I hurt mainly because I see what my daughters, what they get from their dad, and it's a beautiful thing to witness. And I oftentimes used to wonder why I never had that, and he wasn't far away from me, like, at all. So we were talking, and she said that she knew kind of why, and you know, I let her, you know, explain herself and stuff like that. And y'all, I found myself getting angry, like all over again. I found myself getting angry, and you know, I was like, you know, you don't know how that feels, you know, because he was there for you, he wasn't there for me. And to know, I think this is the kicker for me, to know that he was not far. It wasn't like we lived out of state or anything like that. He was not far. When I say not far, I'm talking about like within a 30-mile radius, okay? Not far at all. And you know, I had to explain to her, I don't mean to take this out on you. You know, these are my feelings, my emotions, and technically this is my problem, and you know, you're just the middle person, and you know, I shouldn't be taking this out on you. I shouldn't be really like venting to her about this, because my problem ain't with her, my problem is with him. And so she shared something with me yesterday that just really, I don't know how to process this, y'all. I don't. However, I know where my mindset, and I know how my heart is, how my heart is set up, because you know, God made me this way. She said something to me that he has always felt like I was taken from him, and that he basically was blessed by God with a daughter that pretty much replaced me. Now, I don't know how I would feel if I was her about my father saying something like that to me, knowing, like, you know, I've always been there and he's always been in my life. And she was like, you know, God made her to be a strong woman, because she was like, she does not get in her feelings about that. She was like, you know, the same way you're hurting, he's hurting too. And so I told her, I said, okay. She was like, I think you guys really need to talk, and not over the phone, y'all. I don't think me and him, a conversation is not to be had over the phone. A conversation need to be had in person, in each other's face, so that feelings, emotions, the yelling, the crying, the hurt can all be seen, felt, and however God wants us to deal with it, that's how we'll deal with it. However, until then, I'm just at a stance, and I don't know how to feel about it. And I made mention to her, I said, you know what, I was like, here it is, I just have it in my head that, you know, I'm a better person because he was not in my life, because I could be completely different. I could be somebody else. My morals, my standards, everything could be different if he was in my life, because look how I turned out and he wasn't. You know, I ain't never been no hoish woman. I ain't never been a thought. I've never been a woman that sleeps around. I have strong morals of, you know, one woman man, and I want my man to be a one woman man, okay? And I just believe in family. I believe in love. I believe in, you know, healing. I believe in God puts things on us that he know we can handle. And so I think I had to go through like this spell of like truly being able to deal with my feelings when it comes to him. And she threw back at me. She was like, well, how you feel like you are the woman you are because of him? She was like, Steph, I really believe that if you were in his life and he, you know, you guys had a relationship, she was like, I really believe he would be a different man because of you. Okay, I can accept that, because you know what, the people that are in our lives, like they say, come in seasons. As parents, you would always feel like your season is gonna be forever, because you were actually the vessel. You were actually the person God blessed to create this other person, and you would think that your season would be forever. So y'all, after dwelling on it for a whole day and a half, how I'm looking at it now is like this: it's never too late. Like I told y'all before, I'm not a grudgeful person. I don't hold grudges. I can get over things. I can move on. But this is the kicker: I won't do it by myself. I won't do it by myself. And why should I have to? So I told her, I said, well, continue to pray, continue to keep myself and him lifted up in prayer, that God will see a way or find a way for us to be able to build a relationship. And all I can say to that, y'all, is that I'm open to it. And I don't know, one day, maybe in the near future or distant, maybe one day I'll be more pleased to call him daddy versus my DNA. So, see, I was holding that, y'all. I was holding it. Because yesterday I found myself talking to her on the phone, and I found myself like full of emotions that, for one, I thought I no longer had. But clearly, y'all, I'm human, and I can say I'm done. I can say I'm finished. However, if God ain't ready for you to be done, you ain't done. So, who knows? Who knows what impact I can have on his life as an old man. Because let's face it, that's what he is now. He an old man, okay? Because he ain't no young jit no more. And y'all, this is the thing. I ain't setting myself up to think like something fairy tale is gonna come out of this. I'm not setting myself up for that. Just to have some peace with something, it's good enough for me. And I honestly can feel God smiling on me, because at least I'm opening up my heart and my mind to say that there's possibility. Nothing is impossible, because in the word impossible is I am possible. I'm possible. So y'all, I have made it to work, and I'm gonna get my little thoughts together before I walk in here, because 9 o'clock can't creep up fast enough. So this is a car vlog, y'all. I don't think y'all are gonna see me no more tonight talking about this. But I do want to say this. If you're a child, and even though I'm 42 years old, y'all, I'm still considered a child, and he's still the parent. If what she said is true about him wanting a relationship with me, him wanting to talk to me, all I hope for is that when that time ever does happen, and that's if it ever happens, because y'all, I really feel like my DNA is a stubborn man. I feel like he's stubborn. And if I'm right, you know, I just want God to know that I'm willing. I'm willing, and don't hold my blessings from me because I don't have a relationship with him. Because no matter what, I've honored my mother and my father. The difference is, it's just I don't know my father. So, you can't get to know somebody that ain't trying to get to know you. And so on that note, y'all, let me go make this cheddar, and I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye. Headed to the house. I was not playing no games. Show up and get the hell out, okay? Okay. Tell you to stay out them beds, didn't I? Woo! Stay out them beds. Stay out them beds.